What's going on, people? It's Aya Kami from Martial Arts and Fitness Lifestyle. Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a great New Year, a great Christmas. So I thought there would be no better way to start off the new year than with a new self-help video. So in this video, I'm going to speak about confidence, reasons why you don't feel confident about yourself. And I'm also going to give you 2 exercises that you can do today that will help you with your self-esteem and to start feeling better about yourself. Okay, so before I speak about how to start feeling more confident about yourself, I think it's important that I talk about why you don't feel confident. Cognitive distortions, and what they are basically how we interpret or how we react to certain events that cause us to have certain thoughts and emotions, and as a result affect our behaviors in the future. So these cognitive distortions that I'm going to list here are most likely the ones that you're doing that are causing you to feel unconfident or are causing you not to feel good about yourself or to have low self-esteem. So the first one is making assumptions or jumping to conclusions. So yeah, I'm guilty of this myself, and this can really fuck with your self-esteem and your confidence. So for an example, let's say you approach a girl that you find attractive and you get rejected. You instantly assume that she rejected you because she thinks you're ugly, or you start to assume that she rejected you because she thinks you're unattractive or you're ugly, but you don't know, maybe she was in a bad mood that day, or probably you're just not her type. So then what happens is that in the future you go on to start thinking that you're ugly, so you stop approaching girls thinking that you're gonna get rejected because they might think that you're unattractive because of that one situation, but you never took into account maybe she was just in a bad mood that day, or you're probably just not her physical type that she's attracted to. Personalization. Jesus, that's so hard to say. Personalization. So taking things personal. So for an example, let's say you're having a conversation with someone, and they say something smart back to you. You start taking it personal, they only said that to you because they don't like you, or you start thinking that people don't like me, or you start having thoughts okay, nobody likes me, or I'm bad at having conversations. You start taking things personal, but you never thought that okay, maybe they speak like that to other people, or probably they didn't even mean it like that, and you're just taking it too personal. Labeling yourself or judging yourself based on 1 or 2 situations. So going back to my first example, speaking about let's say you approach 1 or 2 girls and you get rejected, you instantly start assuming or start thinking that you got rejected because you're ugly, but you never know, you could have approached another girl the next day and you could have got a number. You never know, you know what I mean? So you go on to think that you're ugly, or you start labeling yourself as unattractive or ugly or whatever because of that one situation. So that can also mess with your confidence. So aside from women, let's say you take a test, or you take an exam and you fail it, or you don't get a result that you expected. You start thinking you're dumb or you're stupid because of that one exam you took, but probably it was just a bad day for you. You never know, you could take the same test another time and get an A, or you never know. So labeling yourself and judging yourself based on 1 or 2 situations, that isn't great, and that causes you to have negative thoughts about yourself, and to not think highly of yourself. Yeah, so what I simply want you to do is think about situations in your past that you can remember that's caused you to feel unconfident, or that's causing you to feel low self-esteem. And what I'd love you to do is just simply look at the list of cognitive distortions that I just spoke about, and try to think, try try to find, whether it was any of those that are on the list. So probably you took it too personal, or probably like you made assumptions about the situation that isn't true. Next, what I want to speak about is your beliefs. So this is likely the reason why you don't feel confident about yourself, and that's because you have certain beliefs about yourself that aren't necessarily true. So what are beliefs? So beliefs are basically thoughts that you said to yourself over and over and over again that you start to believe, or something that someone else that you might look up to or you might respect has said to you that you believe, and then now it's caused you to feel shitty or not good about yourself. And I can attest to this myself because I have certain beliefs about myself that what I've found isn't necessarily true. Like I think I'm shy. Not really true, because there's been situations where I've been confident to speak to people, or I believe I'm introverted and I don't like socializing, and I'm a loner, but that isn't necessarily true, because I like going out and socializing with people that I like, or people that I enjoy being around, you know what I mean? So yeah, having beliefs really limit you, and they really hold you back from being the best version of yourself, and living the best life that you can possibly live. So just to give you a better understanding of how beliefs can really ruin your life. So I have a belief that no matter how hard I train, I can't get bigger or I can't get stronger. So because of that belief, I've stopped taking my training serious. So I don't really train as hard, because I believe that no matter how hard I train, I can't get bigger or stronger unless I take steroids. But that isn't necessarily true, because there's a lot of people out there that look really good and are are really in shape and are really fit, that don't take any drugs. So I'm holding myself back from being in the best shape that I can possibly be in, because of that belief that I have that if I want to get bigger or stronger than I am now, then I have to take steroids. Or I believe I'm shy, so then because I believe I'm shy, that would stop me from starting conversations with people, or possibly having more friends than I do now, because I believe I'm shy. So what will happen is that I will wait until people come and speak to me before I have a conversation with them, because I believe I'm shy. But that isn't necessarily true, because there's been times in the past where I have had the confidence to go up and speak to people and have a good conversation with them and made friends with them. Yeah, so a good solution for that is what is called affirmations. So affirmations, just like your beliefs, they're like thoughts, they're things that you say to yourself constantly, that over time you start to believe them, and what happens is that they rewire your brain and they change your perspective on life. So yeah, what I love you to do is, for each negative belief you have about yourself. So you might believe that people might think you're weird, or you might believe that you're ugly, or you might believe that you're shy, or you can't get girls, or whatever. And what I love you to do is, for each negative belief you have, I'd like you to replace that with a positive affirmation that I want you to repeat to yourself constantly, as much as you can. Over time, if you repeat it to yourself enough, you start to believe it, and it will rewire your brain, and it will also have a massive impact on your confidence and how you feel about yourself. So just to give you a few affirmations that I created for myself. So the first one is, I choose when I want to be confident. And that's true, because as I said, there's been times in the past where I've had the confidence to go speak to a girl I find attractive, or I've had the confidence to go speak up, go approach a group of people that I was scared to approach because I was scared of rejection, you know what I mean? So I choose when I want to be confident. The second affirmation is, I'm confident in different situations. So yeah, I don't think there's anyone that's confident 24/7. You know what I mean? Like, I could be confident to go dance in front of a crowd of people because, you know, I love to dance. Or, you know, I might be confident to go spar in boxing, but I'm not confident to go drive a car because I don't know how to drive. The only opinion of myself that matters is what I think. And that's true because at the end of the day, no matter what anyone says or what anyone told you about yourself, the only thing that matters is what you believe, you know what I mean? If someone told you you're ugly, if you believe you're ugly, then you're ugly. If you don't believe that you're not ugly, then you're not ugly, you know what I mean? So the next affirmation is, I love myself, you know what I mean? I want you to love yourself. I want you to start thinking highly of yourself. I want you to start, you know, appreciating who you are, you know what I mean? To start loving who you are, start being confident in your own skin. So yeah, you know, there are a few affirmations to start saying to yourself every single day that will over time make you start feeling more confident. So that's how to start feeling more confident by yourself. So first, recognize any time or remember any, you know, situation that has made you feel unconfident or to have low self-esteem, and try to, you know, figure out whether it was related to any of those cognitive distortions that I, you know, mentioned earlier in the video. Likely it is, you know. Next, what I want you to do is figure out what beliefs that you have about yourself that you believe is true. And what I'd like you to do is for each one, replace it with a positive affirmation and repeat it to yourself every day. And I guarantee you, if you do those two things, you will start to feel more confident. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. Comment down below any questions you have for me about anything I said in this video. I'd be more than happy to reply to you and to help you out. Also, you can comment any videos you'd like me to make in the future. I will continue to post these kind of videos to help you guys with your mental health and to help you guys feel more confident and, you know, live the best possible life that you can live. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day.